So without further ado, let's welcome Jeff Gere.
So yesterday when I went down to 7-Eleven, I was buying the newspaper, and the Samoan woman in the green vest said, "Hey, what is this? What? Yeah, I'm going to be in the newspaper." "What? You're in the newspaper? Why?" "Well, because I'm a storyteller." "Well, what?" "Yeah, let me find it." And I found the section. I showed it to her, and she said, "What does it mean to be a storyteller?" I said, "Well, I get paid to tell people stories." "You're a professional? How does that happen?" My first story. I came to these islands to study theater from Italy. In Italy, I'd had a 7-member theater company doing experimental mask and mime theater, mute, lots of music and dancing and masks and such. And I came to UH to study Asian theater. Great place to do it. But I also had 2 infants and a wife, and living in Hawaii was difficult. I had the image of a crab that was continually crawling up on the lava, and the waves would come and knock it down and crawl again. I was looking for that little place, that one little piece of grass, that portion of quiet where I could rest and catch my breath. Always this struggle to try and make some money. Well, one day, I had a job as a support teacher in Waimanalo, even though I lived in Palolo. And I had an old car and a preschooler. That was part of the deal. She got free tuition. So I put her in the car, drive around Hanauma Bay, over past Makapu'u to Waimanalo to spend my day teaching the kids. Now, 2 days a week, I'd hustle to get in my car, drive way back around the island, go back to Palolo, drop off the little kid, get my kimono, and rush to UH against traffic to try to get to Orvis Auditorium so that I could join a little late the Japanese traditional solo dance class. Because when I came to register, they said, "Oh, you're in luck. You can't study Asian mask theater without studying Asian dance. And there's a sensei coming all the way from Japan. He's so authentic, he doesn't even speak English." Well, I was always a little late. So he made me kneel on my knees for longer and longer and longer and longer. And finally, on this day, when I was dropping off the kid and grabbing my kimono, my wife said, "Oh, by the way, can you get some sugo to put on the pasta for dinner, honey? Bye." And I said, "Bye." Little did she know I didn't have a cent in my pocket. I was running on fumes, didn't know how I was going to get gas for tomorrow to get to work, let alone buy pasta sugo. But I arrived at the class and the door was locked. Sensei had had it with me. I waited till the end of the class and I explained my predicament in life. And to his credit, he was a lot more understanding of me from then on. Well, that was the one problem solved. Now I sat in my car going, what am I going to do? I've lived on 3 continents with no visible means of income that my father would credit as substantial. Somehow I've survived. I really need to pull something out of the hat. Thy will be done on heaven as it is on earth. I'd like a good idea to save me in this predicament now. I walked up to the Manoa Gardens, where the kids were all sitting in circles before pre-COVID, supping up the suds. I sat down at the table. They all went, "Yeah?" I said, "Your day has come. 50 cents for a good story, 75 if you want a really good one." And I started going around those tables. 2 hours later, I was in my beat up little car, driving back home, full tank of gas, 2 big bottles of sugo beside me, a little buzz from all those tips I got in the beer garden. And I was thinking to myself, wow, you know, this storytelling, I really got to think about it. I turned money out of the air with story. And then I looked at the 7-Eleven lady in the 7-Eleven yesterday with her green vest and her big mouth going. And I said, that really was the first paid gig I got on Oahu, telling stories, the beginning of my professional career.